Dear cherished child, listen attentively if you trust in God. Say Amen. This is a crucial message for you today. Don't disregard it. Focus on this message. This is the voice of the Lord your God. I've been watching you with a love that never wavers. Through your ups and downs, your uncertainties and aspirations, your quiet petitions and silent struggles, I have observed everything. And today, I have a message for you. Not in a booming voice, not through thunder or signs, but through calmness, through tranquility, through this very instant. You didn't chance upon these words. This is a divine meeting. It's not sensational. It's not loud, but it is profoundly personal because what I have to tell you has been waiting for the perfect time, and this is it. I want you to know how proud I am of you. You may not hear that often, but it's true. I've witnessed the determination it took for you to keep pushing forward when everything within you yearned to quit. I've seen the tears you've wiped away swiftly so no one else would notice. I've felt the burden you've shouldered, not just the duties, but the expectations, the questions, the pressure to remain strong even when your heart was weary. And I want to say softly, it's clear that you're doing better than you believe. There's nothing wrong with feeling tired. There's no shame in questioning where you'll go next. I didn't expect you to have all the solutions. I asked you to stick close to me, and you have, even when it felt like you were walking alone. But listen carefully today. You've never truly walked alone. I've been with you in silence. I've stood by you in moments when you felt overlooked. I've offered comfort to your spirit when your mind was turbulent. I've waited patiently, not for you to be flawless, but for you to stop and hear me say, I love you. I'm here and I haven't forgotten you. I know there are dreams you haven't shared with anyone because they seemed too delicate to voice. I understand there are questions you've hidden even from yourself because you feared the responses. But I can handle your queries. I can nurture your aspirations. You don't need to shield me from your honesty. I am not detached from your sorrow. I am not indifferent to your desires. I am your father. I am your maker. And I care about every aspect of your life, not just the visible parts. Pieces, yet human ones too. The moments of happiness, the moments of uncertainty, the chaotic parts in between. I'm part of it all. What I want to share with you today is straightforward. You are secure with me. You don't need to continue pretending to be fine when you're not. You don't need to prove anything to me. You don't have to earn my affection. You already possess it wholly, completely, without condition. And no matter how distant you may feel from where you thought you'd be by now, you are not astray. You are still in my care. You are still within my design. And every delay, every deviation, every locked door is collaborating for something greater than you can currently envision. You haven't missed your opportunity. You haven't faltered. You haven't lagged behind. You are being readied, not reprimanded. You are being molded for something more profound. And when it reveals itself, it will be worth the wait. It won't elude you. It will arrive with tranquility. It will come swathed in clarity. It will bear my mark. Type 222 to claim it. And you will recognize beyond a doubt that it originated from me. You don't have to decipher everything right away. Just remain by my side. Maintain an open heart. Maintain a steadfast trust. Keep your gaze open, not for signs, but for me instead, since I'm close by. I understand what you've kept hidden within. I know unsaid words, but feel free to share with me. You can breathe again. You can relax. Let me take what you've been bearing. Let me fill what's been void. Let me remind you that you are not overlooked, you are not solitary, and you are not done yet. You are greatly cherished, you are clearly seen, you are precisely where you should be to listen to what I've waited to share with you. You'll be all right. I'm by your side. I have more for you than meets the eye now. Trust me, the next phase is already unrolling. Whisper this in your heart. God, I listen to you. I accept your message. I don't need to hurry, I just need to rest in you. More is happening inside you than you realize. You've been walking forward, sometimes slow, sometimes uncertain, but still progressing, and that counts. You may not feel like much is evolving, but I see growth. I see the strength emerging in silence. I see resilience being molded when no one watches. I see the courage you didn't know you had until life asked you to rise once more. The fruit is growing even if you can't see it yet. Still, I urge you to listen as I express this. I'm pleased with what's blooming within you. There's no need to hasten into transforming into something different. You're constantly evolving. Each calm moment of introspection, every time you opted for kindness over reacting, every time you halted to breathe when feeling overwhelmed, that was development. and that growth is sacred. The world seeks immediate outcomes, but I focus on roots first. I deepen before I rise. I establish you before I dispatch. I aspire for your life to be firm, not just prosperous. I aim for your heart to be whole, not just active. That's why I've been laboring beneath the surface in places only you and I can perceive. Because what's approaching next will demand the kind of inner resilience that doesn't tremble when conditions alter. You've been loyal in ways others may never acknowledge. You've appeared when you didn't feel strong. You've trusted when solutions didn't appear swiftly. You've remained gentle in a world that frequently hardens hearts. That counts with me. You are not being disregarded. You are being molded with purpose, with care, with determination. Nothing is accidental. Even your quiet seasons are brimming with significance. And one day soon, you'll look back and understand the slow days were among the most vital ones because they constructed something genuine within you. Aren't falling behind. You aren't drifting off track. Type God is good if you love God. The less you cling to the urge to prove, the more room I have to roam freely in your life. I'm not demanding more from you. I'm inviting you to focus on me, your breath, this current moment. That's where I reside. Not in the future you're managing, but in the present you're overlooking. Return to this moment. Breathe, listen, you're secure, you're supported. And guided even when the path seems silent. There are things I'm cultivating within you that will benefit others someday. Peace that spreads, hope that heals, compassion that emerges. You don't have to advertise what's evolving. You'll merely become it, and those around you will sense it. The light in your life won't come from striving harder. It will come from living softer in my presence, in trust, in grace. This is where you glow, not in showmanship, but in tranquility. So let the journey continue. Let the roots grow deeper. Let me keep shaping you in ways you may not comprehend yet. And believe this, I'm not done, I'm just beginning. And what's taking shape in you will not be trivial. It will be sacred, stable, and indisputable. Whisper this kindly to yourself. Even if I'm not finished, I'm definitely getting started. Can't spot it yet, something great is blossoming within me. God is by my side, and I trust in what He's constructing. I never asked you to bear the globe. I never summoned you to be everything for everyone. I merely encouraged you to stroll with me. You've been struggling hard to hold it all in check. The duties, the standards, the pressure to outperform. But I want you to realize it's acceptable to halt. It's acceptable to inhale. It's acceptable to rest. Because I didn't make you just to keep going. I made you to live with significance, peace, and awareness. And I am with you in the silence, not just in the struggle. Your worth hasn't been contingent on your productivity. Your purpose isn't determined by what you achieve in a day. What matters most to me is not what you do, but how you live from within. Do you feel rooted? Do you feel close to me? Do you feel joy when no one else watches? Because that is where purpose originates, in the heart, in the soul, in the spaces where only I can observe. And I long to meet you there again and again until your heart understands that you are already sufficient. You don't need to chase endlessly for what comes next. I will guide you there, step by step. You don't have to compare your progress with others. Your journey isn't theirs. Your speed isn't sluggish. It's independent. What I've prepared for you won't demand exhaustion to obtain. It will arrive serenely and clearly. Purpose doesn't scream. It unveils. You don't need to see the entire picture. Just stay mindful for the next step. There's a tranquil confidence I want to bestow upon you. Type 1111 if you love God, Jesus. The kind that isn't disturbed by others' noise. The kind that allows you to move at your own beat, trusting that nothing good will slip away. I don't want you to live in perpetual reaching and haste. I want you to wake up knowing you are already on sacred ground. The work I'm doing within you is not trivial. It's fundamental. It's holy. And when the appropriate moment arrives, the things you're meant to enter will appear effortlessly, clearly, serenely. I have infused so much beauty into your life already. Can you perceive it? Can you pause long enough to appreciate it? Not just the future you're hoping for, but the present you're standing in. There is goodness here. There is peace here. There is purpose here. And the more you acknowledge it, the more you will see it. It thrives. You're not merely here to exist. You're here to truly live, wide awake to the life I've granted you. Each breath is a present. Every day forms part of a larger narrative. You don't have to demonstrate your reason. Instead, simply embody it gently, persistently, with dignity. The way you care for others, the way you remain steadfast, the way you opt for kindness when unseen, that is purpose. That is service work. That is how you mirror me. So today, permit yourself to relax. Allow yourself to savor the minor instances. Let yourself be sufficient. I'm not urging you to work harder. I'm encouraging you to trust more. Since trusting in me, you'll discover what you've long been seeking: serenity, guidance, and a life that feels complete. Whisper this to your heart: I wasn't designed to tire myself out constantly. I was born to live with peace, purpose, and God's companionship. You've been strong for quite some time now, driven, dependable, adaptable, but beneath it all, you've missed something: joy. Not just transient happiness, but the type of joy that dwells deep within your spirit, unaffected by altering situations. The kind of joy that makes you breathe more freely, love more sincerely, and laugh again from a healed space. And I want you to understand that joy is returning. Not as a reward, but as restoration, not as a surprise, but as a promise I've been keeping all along. You weren't meant to live burdened forever. You were not built to bear stress daily as if it were commonplace. I've observed how you've smiled for others while carrying the weight of things you couldn't verbally express. I've seen how you've shown up, remained kind, and persevered, even when you felt hollow within. That's why I'm infusing fresh joy into your life. Not because you asked for it, but because I love you too much to let you live without it any longer. Joy is not a luxury. It's a gift I want you to receive. And it won't be boisterous or overpowering. It will return softly in small moments first. Moments you might miss if you're too preoccupied trying to solve everything. It will come when you slow down, when you rest, when you appreciate the sun on your face, or the way someone says your name with kindness. It will come in stillness, in silence, in light-hearted chatter, in the deep recognition that you are okay and improving day by day. You don't need to wait until everything is perfect to feel joy. You don't have to be finished healing to feel light again. I bring joy into your life, in the heart of the adventure, not only at the finish line. Therefore, welcome it in. Let it amaze you. Let it uplift you. Type 777 if you believe in God, Jesus. You've borne sorrow, duty, and quiet melancholy. Now I wish to counterbalance that with happiness, laughter, and instances that remind you how stunning life continues to be. This happiness is not fleeting. It's not contingent on what succeeds. It's grounded in who I am and the depth of my affection for you. The more you welcome me, the more joy finds room to thrive in your existence. Not because everything outside changes, but because inside you something is finally liberated. So smile without shame. Laugh without excuse. Relax without justification. That too is holy. That too is healing. That too is me penetrating the concealed corners of your life and saying, here you can experience joy once more, and this time it doesn't depart. Whisper this softly to your heart. I give myself permission to feel joy again. I am open to lightness, laughter, and moments of serenity. God, thank you for reinstating joy in me. There are parts of you untouched by words, emotions too profound to express. Moments that molded you silently, not because they were loud, but because they seeped into your spirit without consent. You've mastered carrying pain discreetly. You've discovered how to conceal it, moving while healing in quietness. But I want you to understand I see everything, and more significantly, I'm healing everything. I don't merely observe what you present to the world. I see beyond your strength. I see what you hide. I see the memories untold, the disappointments buried under responsibility, the pain in your heart that peace can't fully soothe some days. And I'm not here to hasten you out of it. I'm here to stay with you in it. To be there, to be kind, to be steady while healing happens. Because true healing doesn't come from pressure, it comes from presence. And I am still by your side. You don't need to feign being all right all the time. Healing doesn't demand perfection. It demands honesty. You can approach me in fragments. You can bring the sadness, the anger, the confusion, and the fear. I'm not scared of your pain. I don't expect you to polish it before speaking to me. I just want to journey with you through it, step by step, breath by breath, until it no longer controls you. I am not only healing your past, I'm rebuilding your heart for the future. The coming moments will not feel like the ones before. What hurts you, you will love again without restraint. You will feel secure again deeply. You will trust yourself again calmly and surely. This isn't about forgetting. This is about liberating. You were never intended to live cautiously forever. And I am guiding you back to a place where joy, peace, and love feel secure again. You don't need to comprehend how it all mends. You just need to let me in. Let me sit silently with you. Let me talk to the parts of you you've hidden away. There is no shame here, no pressure, only grace. And through grace, I will transform what hurt into wisdom. I will use what scarred to form strength. I will build from what broke you something more beautiful than you ever envisioned. This process doesn't have a deadline. It only has a direction, and that direction is wholeness. You will awaken one day feeling lighter. You'll laugh without guilt. You'll cry without weakness. You'll enter moments that once unsettled you and feel peace instead of anxiety. That is healing, and it is already taking place. Speak softly, too. Your soul, I don't have to hurry. God is healing me gently, completely, and in His perfect calmness. I allow myself to be healed, feel, to relax, and to start anew. There have been times when your heart softly murmured, I want to trust again. But I don't know how, not because you stopped having faith, but because you've encountered moments where life didn't go as anticipated. People departed. Promises were betrayed. The path you thought would lead somewhere straightforward took an unexpected turn, and unintentionally a part of you ceased moving forward. You learned how to endure. You learned how to manage. But you stopped dreaming with the same wide-eyed optimism. You stopped trusting quite as readily, even when it came to me, and I understand why. I've never criticized you for that. I've only waited kindly, patiently, quietly for the moment you would feel secure enough to trust again. That moment doesn't need to be dramatic. It doesn't need to be emotional. It only needs to be authentic. A small, sacred whisper in your soul that says, perhaps it's acceptable to hope anew. Perhaps it's time to believe that good things are still possible for me. What I want you to comprehend is this. I'm not like what disheartened you. I'm not like the ones who abandoned. I'm not the delay that puzzled you or the pain that altered you. I am consistent. I am reliable. I am kind even when things are tough. Take time. I don't pull away when you question me. I don't step back when you get quiet. I am here and I will always be. You've trusted in many things before. Some let you down, others helped you grow. But now I'm inviting you to trust me. Not all at once, not under pressure, but in peace. Slowly, gently, in a way that feels secure again. You don't have to figure out what's next to move forward. You just need to rest in this truth. You are not walking alone. I'm guiding you even in the silence. I'm making arrangements even when it looks stagnant. And I haven't forgotten what you've asked me for. The answers are still coming, not hidden, just delayed so that they arrive in the right way at the right time with the right peace surrounding them. Because when I give, I don't add stress, I add stability. I want you to breathe easier again, to stop worrying about your life like something fragile that could shatter at any moment. You are not standing on unstable ground. You are standing on grace. You don't have to overthink every decision. You don't have to fear missing my plan. If your heart is open to me, you are already in it. There is room for mistakes, room for growth, room for transformation. I'm not leading you astray. Waiting for perfection, I walk alongside you in this journey. I understand that trust seems risky when you've been let down, but I'm not asking you to trust the outcome. I'm asking you to trust me. To believe that even if it looks unpredictable, I am still in charge. To believe that even if healing feels slow, it's still happening. To believe that even if some things had to end, something new is starting. Something better, something kinder, something whole. Let go of the fear that if you trust again, you'll get hurt again. Let go of the voice that says you have to defend yourself from everything. Yes, be wise, but also be free, because trust isn't weakness. Trust is strength wrapped in surrender. And that's where I meet you. Not in your certainty, but in your surrender. So today, take one small step, breathe deeply, walk slowly, open your heart just enough for light to enter again. I'm not asking you to jump. I'm only asking you to lean on me into peace, into the promise that you can trust again. Whisper this softly to your spirit. I don't need to have it all figured out. God, I trust your heart. I trust your pace. I trust that you're guiding me with love. If you believe in God, say Amen. Subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching this God message. May God, Jesus, will grant you abundance in every aspect of your life. Type.